Hey guys, so it's been about a week since I've done a video, and I realized I'm realizing that I'm not the only one that's going through a lot of turmoil and a lot of crazy things lately, and in the world today. I just got off from Howard shower, and I'm in the midst of seeing Batman vs Superman again. I've probably seen it maybe almost a handful of times, but it's okay. I've seen it before. I'm watching the unrated Ultimate Edition. But I've been wanting to talk about this, and maybe people don't want me to talk about this, but this is the thing that's going on around. I'm not understanding why there's police killing people, a lot of people nowadays in Canada, for wellness checks, for calling a mental health line. And those people at the mental health line are not to blame either. I don't understand. And it threw me off weeks ago that weather here in Western Canada is sitting at about 15-16 degrees every day. It doesn't go beyond 20 degrees. And then in the east, in like Montreal and Ontario, it's been like 32, 33. It's too hot to even go outside, but come on. And leaves are actually falling here, what I've seen. That's like we're summer, we're just early summer, and we're gonna get like early fall. But it devastates me. I keep checking up on wellness checks and stuff online. I've called crisis lines before in the past, and haven't had anyone help me. And I know I'm not the only one that has felt that they haven't been helped. And man, it just it makes me feel scared. It makes me feel paranoid about what the system is doing. I just saw a thing of a lady in Nanaimo got punched so hard that I think broke her nose, got her teeth knocked out. I mean, her son, I guess, called 911. They were hoping for paramedics, and the police came. So they're supposed to take you away, whether you like it or not, and apprehend you. I don't get that. I really don't get that. Yeah. It's sad, and not a lot of people are talking about it. But stuff has to change. I don't know if that's a new method now, and shooting someone dead when the police are supposed to serve and protect you. So I don't know what that is. Some people even calling non-emergency numbers with that. I've been in like Emerge and stuff like that, so I know how it is. I just hope for a peaceful day, a day of serenity, where no one's being mean to me online, instigating, making me a villain I'm not, put me up against the corner, in my own place, in my own solitude. Even then, I don't know how long I'll live here, because people fight upstairs every now and then. And yeah, crazy times. And I don't understand. I hope all these police officers that are doing this, that they get charged and sentenced themselves in prison from doing this stuff. It needs to be discussed. No one likes when I say all lives matter, because that means I include everybody. When I include all nationalities, blacks, Chinese, I mean, we all come from so many different places around the world. And yeah, people get mad. It's like, would you rather I say no lives matter? I'm including everybody. But yes, Black Lives Matter, Indigenous lives matter, Aboriginals matter, you matter, I matter, we all matter. No one's going to take no one's life for granted. We all go to the same place too. We're all in this together. And same with the coronavirus. Like I stay pretty close to home. I get like blemishes on my forehead. Probably hard to see it now. But I don't know what it is. If it's acne, eczema, or skin cancer, I always worry the worst of things. And it never stops. I was kind of right that something would happen in the next following week. There's going to be bound to be something. Just you wait; it'll be on the news. And there it was. There's a bunch of them now, and some of them are so close to home. Why can't there be like a 24-hour service thing where there's people actually listening to you, and you can go into an office where there's mental health workers? But the thing is, no one in North America, which also includes the United States, no one cares. The government is too cheap, or they don't really care about putting money into training people and offering the best mental health. It is, and mental health is mental health. Mental health is also health. So I just don't get that. No one gets that. There's a lot of unsympathetic people who block you on a group chat or a dating app, who just don't get you as well either. And I'd like to have someone want me, to want me, like actually want me and do it, and not just say the whole caboodle, not say the whole thing. But I thought of just talking about this and intermission of me watching Batman vs Superman and put it on pause, because I need to get this off my chest and I need to say it to someone out there. Even I don't have a lot of people to talk to, and yeah, there's always that fear, because there's just a lot of things going on in the world, and they're not very nice, and I don't know what to do. We all got to physically distance, and wish things were better. Yeah, I don't understand this, and I think even big psyche award in Canada, or some mental health place, is trying to get the police off for being a first responder. Yeah, it impacts me. I'm sensitive to this stuff, and I also deal with a lot of this stuff myself. Used to be people going above and beyond this stuff, right? Used to be people that would care a little bit more. And now everything's changed. Everything's changed. Yeah. They shouldn't be sending police officers, because it's not good. I haven't had much good experience with cops, and I'm not a troublemaker at all. So people come and shoot you just for not feeling okay. I don't feel alright. Boom. What if my dad or your dad is not feeling okay? Okay, send the cops right there to his place right now. I remember one time I was sitting in McDonald's with my dad, and he goes on all the time about what I post and how I feel. I'm like, well, do you have to just pretend? Just pretend. Just pretend. Smile more. Smile. Well, no, a lot of people can't really smile, and it kind of makes them uncomfortable when they do it. I smile um, when the situation provides itself, basically. And you say, what if someone would call the cops? It's like, well, so what if they do? And I said to him at the time, it's like, okay, it's just like, okay, my dad's not feeling well, call the cops. You know, um, yeah, I wouldn't call the cops because it doesn't really help the situation. And if anything, it makes it worse. And it's been seen nowadays. Now, I just can't believe it. And I had to make a video because just it never stops. And with all the Black Lives Matter stuff, and I don't hear anything about Indigenous Lives Matter, about I matter, you matter, we all matter. Like, imagine all the people coming together as one. Imagine all the people living together in peace, just like John Lennon would say. And I just don't understand. I'm gonna try and force myself, even though I'm a night owl, to try and get out of bed. I did go for a bike ride. I went and got some stuff. I was running out of toilet paper, and I needed some more laundry detergent. Sorry, forgive me on the sneeze. No one likes hearing the truth either. No one wants to hear about trying to make life better for people. And they out you out, or they try and make you feel worse than you are. And I don't understand that. So is this world always going to be in a form of chaos? Chaos. I feel like there's more negative than positive in the world, and it goes to show, like, I'm not negative. I'm realistic, and I come from experience. I have a feeling that they're not going to find a cure for this coronavirus either. And if there is, I'm not going to take it because I'm not for vaccines. I want to know what the hell is in that vaccine. But if you're watching out there, and if you have some sympathy, I know a lot of people don't have sympathy out there. I didn't want to try and make this video about me, because it's very scary, but I empathize with this to a large degree because not many care, and it seems like the system doesn't care. Oh, well, yeah, I can't believe this is happening. It should not be happening, as some of the councils have said, and some of the people in power have been saying. So, yeah, I don't understand. And these people have been asking for help, and that are in a mental crisis. Some of them have been schizophrenic, and some of them have just been, trying to reach out to somebody. And I don't recommend calling a crisis line at all, especially now, because I don't know who's telling RCMP that you got to really be rough with these people. I think there was a story about a girl in April or May, and she was stomped on by one of the police, and there's a police girl and or woman or female police officer, and yeah, I mean, she lived. Some of these people have lived, but some of these people have not, and you can't just defund the police. You have to defund the whole mental health thing, because there's some racism in there too, and there's not just the whole racism. Like, I wouldn't want to call the crisis line I mean, it's there for people who feel like they're in crisis and they want to feel okay. But I think there's better alternatives with that. Try and find someone online, whether it's a dating app. I mean, dating app's not probably the best place to get try and in touch with someone. But if you have any friends, because I don't really have much friends, I don't even know what to do with the channel half the time. Yeah, you can't be honest. You can't say what you need to say. People don't like that. People want you to lie through your teeth. That's not good. But there's other people that don't have the greatest experience with crisis lines and don't really recommend it with people because they don't really help you. They kind of almost make you feel worse, especially when you've gone to the hospital. I've gone to the hospital and never went. Like the last time that happened was I think January 2018. I went to the hospital and then picked up strep throat after that, and then didn't know how serious strep throat was. Didn't have a doctor. Had strep throat for like about 6 or 7 days before they gave me antibiotics, and then it's like, is this antibiotics? And then and then took it just before seeing Blackville Brides, and Blackville Brides didn't make it across the border to Vancouver. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people were more butthurt over there. It was still an interesting show. Ask Alexandria played there. I didn't even really know them. I knew a couple of their songs, and then Crown the Empire was on. They were supposed to be on 5:30, and then it came on 6:30 and 7:30, and then there was a big wait until 9 o'clock until Ask Alexandria played for a couple hours until 11 o'clock at night. It was a Sunday. So, yeah. There's got to be something to happen. I don't know where the protestants are at, specifically in Canada, but yeah, just definitely makes me feel overwhelmed. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm gonna try and go out tomorrow, depending on what the weather's like, because here in British Columbia, it's crazy. It's been like 16 every day or so, and doesn't even go past 20. So I think we're gonna get an early fall, which is really weird. Threw me off. I wasn't like myself for a while. Still not. But I was sort of like spaced out and just like almost in like a dreamlike state. So I didn't feel too good. But I wouldn't feel too good if I called a crisis line if I was in that position to do that again. No. Yeah, it's like you gotta keep everything inside and not talk to anybody, I guess. You gotta be up all the time. You gotta be happy all the time. But life is not like that. Life is a roller coaster. It's, it says it's a struggle. It's a big struggle. Like yeah, something's gotta happen. Black lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, people with mental health matter, we all matter. And I say all lives matter because we all get included. And if you say one person matter, then the other person doesn't matter. I hate hearing this. It makes me feel crazy and sad and really depressed. Even more so hearing about this stuff. Like, people go pow pow, just take someone's life for not feeling okay. And not everybody wants to commit suicide. Who are struggling with mental health, they're just feeling really off. There's a lot of unsympathetic people that don't really care and can't understand what's in between your ears. Yeah. like, say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. There's no harm in talking about this because it needs to be talked about. Yeah, is there a change in how they do things now? Do they actually shoot people who have mental health? Bam! It's like no one's ever gonna shoot you unless you're doing harm to someone or yourself. It's like, oh, okay, I'm doing harm to myself. Okay, bam. So why would they shoot you? Getting alarm. Yeah. Yes. Nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense anymore. But every day I say, I hope there's a day for peace for me, or a day of serenity for me, because I always get hate on social media. People just making me feel bad. I don't know what it is with people on social media that make you feel out of place, and they say the wrong things. They're mean. They're cruel. It's so easy to be a bad guy, but don't be a bad guy. Be nice behind the screen, please. No one really can do that. I have some of these. Oh, I cut my hair too. I've been cutting my own hair. I don't go to the hair salon, so I have hair thinning shears and hair cutters, and need to get a new electric razor clipper thing, because even if I'm charging mine, it's like dying as soon as I'm charging it full charge. This one fits me like a medium. Even though I got it in a large, I got this off Amazon. It's called Multifleck, which is interesting. I just got this within I don't know how many days ago. Call a crisis number. I can't get in this. No one should shoot you if you're not feeling out of place. So they will shoot you? I don't understand. Yeah, I gotta go to like some beach or something. Yeah. I don't have any friends, and I'm probably gonna spend my birthday on alone. My birthday's in 23 days, on July 22nd, and I know it's gonna be a shitty birthday. I can tell you that. There'll probably be people fighting upstairs as soon as I hit 25. Yeah. Now I'm officially gonna be in a quarter life crisis. Quarter of a century man. It's got like the kangaroo pouch. Yeah. It fits, but it's different. Almost fits like a medium, but it's alright. Looks like a Friar Tuck or something. Yeah, and then my other one. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. This one I got on Amazon. And this one fits me like a large, which is different because they're both made in Mexico. And it can be warm. It can be not too warm. But yeah, this one's kind of a bit bigger. I feel it's a little bit bigger. It's nice. I really like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Ordered one for my nephew. He likes the Rasta one, the black, red, yellow, and green one. And my Spider-Man beanie. I got a lot of these beanies, or different types of beanies. Yeah, I get so tired. I get so tired of the same thing. I've been doing the same thing for a long time, but now it's like you want to do something and you can't. But I'm for the whole Black Lives Matter, for the whole Indigenous Lives Matter, for people that matter, who don't matter right now, that need to matter. And what doesn't matter is the whole police brutality and shooting people at a wellness check. Like, what's so well about shooting someone in cold blood, killing them, taking their life for calling a crisis line? I don't know. I don't know. But it's not overall in the news. It should be. Not just the pandemic stuff, which is also very serious. Yeah. Oh, it's hard because I think things are still closed, and everyone's just trying to be strong and make it. It's very difficult right now. But I just wanted to get this on top of my head, and I wish things in mental health can be a lot different. I know if I were in control of all these things, then I would make this thing a lot better for people. I'd have people on 24-hour thing interchangeable where you can go to get help for people with mental health. Not police officers, but help. Some people said that there's some good cops out there, but I'm like, show me. Tell me, who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Because I haven't good experience with them, and yeah, I don't know. Something's got to change. I don't know why it's happening now a lot in Canada, but some of them have been pretty close to home, and none of these people have deserved it at all. So, and then some of them have had knives and stuff, which is really crazy because it's like sort of the same story. You could disarm a knife, and then some of these people just got shot like 5 times. So it's like, wow, wow, and sad. And I think a lot of the other family are angry and sad, and they want answers to this. And yeah, I always have this fear of being hurt like that. Of someone taking me out. It's just a fear, right? Yeah, hopefully we all make it through to a late part in our lives, so we could talk about this time. Be like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, oh yes, I knew your father. He was the best speed racer in the galaxy, or whatever, I don't know. Cunning warrior, and he pulled through against the coronavirus. And we helped build a better mental health system. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But if you are African American, African Canadian, if you're a black person, I know that it may seem that it's like deja vu right now. It may seem like that you don't matter, but you do. And same with you Indigenous people and Natives and Aboriginals, who are fighting the fight. Land got took over by the ancestors, and now people want to apprehend people who appeared to be unstable. It's like it's okay to not feel okay. You don't need to get apprehended for that or be shot for that, for not feeling all right. right? It's how we treat people. It's how we put on the jacket, how we take off the jacket. Just like Jackie Chan in the remake of Karate Kid says. Or if you want to go further back to the original Karate Kid, you know. But, you know, it's how we put on the jacket. It's not like how we treat people. It's like everything's kung fu, which is funny because he's saying kung fu and then the title is Karate Kid. So yeah. I don't know. I wanted to do so much this year. I wanted to do so much, and I think a lot of people did too. Um, I think anything's possible. It's going to happen towards the end of the year. It's just crazy. I wonder how much more wellness checks is going to come up in the news. Probably a handful more. We'll see. It's just devastating. I wonder who's doing it, like on whose authority. But yeah, I think the mental health places should be ashamed. They shouldn't be sending out police people because they're not equipped for this. They're not trained. They're not aware of anything mental health. It's not the crisis they should be called on for. And I wanted to kind of get this out there and talk about it, and this whole riots out here, which is kind of similar to the gatherings that happened 100 years ago with the Spanish flu, and then it killed about 50 million people with the pandemic then. And now it's hard to say what's going to happen. But I've been having a lot of bad days lately, and I don't feel okay. Not good hearing this. Just adds to me how I feel and doesn't make me feel okay. I'm sensitive to these things. I've been through a lot. I have a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder. I have a lot of depression and anxiety. So, and I've gone through these things too and felt like my life was going to end because of having police come up to my door on a wellness check, which I'd never even wanted them there in the first place. So it's a good thing to stay away from crisis lines because there's a lot of people who are not qualified and trained, same as the police, for these types of things that we go through. I don't know. It's not. I mean, you try and find a counselor or something, but it's not good to hide it inside either. But then people say, "Oh, I feel that you have an eating disorder, or that you're coming down with something, or you're not feeling right." Yeah, of course, Sherlock. Of course. Yeah, we just hope we make it through and try and stay calm, but you can only stay calm for so much. This is why I'm watching Batman vs Superman, so it's a bit of escapism for a while, and there's some moral to this, and there's messages in all these types of movies. Sometimes even the ones that aren't that good, you know, like Suicide Squad and maybe Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff. I think I've said all I needed to say, and yeah, something has to change, and none of the riots will stop unless Black Lives Matter, Indigenous Life Matter, until mental health matters, until everybody matters, until all this stuff can end. I mean, I would be up with the protests, but I don't want to get sick or criticized for standing up what's right. I'm a bit of an anarchist. I've never voted in my life. I'll never vote. I don't really care who's in office. But down with Donald Trump, now that's something different, and that's pretty bad. It's an amusement park down there. But if I'm talking about the United States, now it could be on for another 30 minutes. It could be another hour, and my battery's kind of low, and I've said everything I need to say. So, hopefully everyone stays safe on this time and makes it. We all make it. I don't know. Had an hour bike ride, or like a few hour bike ride last week, and man, it took its toll out of me. I ran out of water, hurt my back because I'm not used to being that physically active. But I might bike to some sort of lagoon place or some sort of place and just get out of the house, you know, get some vitamin D in me. I rarely go out. Sometimes scared to go out. Never know. Scared being at home too. But anyways, guys, stay safe. You matter. You matter even if people say you don't. And, you know, I care about you guys, even though you may not care about me. So, I'll catch you later, guys, and hopefully we're on the same page of what we're talking about, and really hope things change for the best in this country and the world. So, stay safe out there, wash your hands, stay home, wear a mask if that is for you. I'm not wearing a mask because I barely go out, and I feel for me it's not going to really help me because everyone's just bound to get this thing anyway. But yeah, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys next time, maybe on a game stream or another video. Anyways, guys, catch you later.